Okay, everyone. Welcome to Movie Emporium reacts to crazy story headlines. I don't usually do story headlines. This is somebody passes away or something like that. So I have to talk about this. This is insanity at its finest, and I don't know what's happening here. I was watching a Linus Tech Tip video, trying to find out what's going on, in the world of tech, and this popped up on my feed on my phone, and let's look at it real quick. Let's take a look. Okay. Spider-Man Jolt. Jamie Foxx returning as Electro exclusive. It says Jamie Foxx, who played the classic Spidey villain Electro in Amazing Spider-Man 2. I hated this movie very, very much, just to let you know. It talks to reprise the role for the latest Spider-Man installment with Tom Holland. It says John Watts, the filmmaker behind Homecoming and last year's Spider-Man's Far From Home, is in the director's chair, which is cool. I'm happy about that. Story details are being kept under wrap, but having Fox return is a stunner as it shows further meddling of the previous Spider-Man movies. I probably said Star Wars. That's pretty much it on it. Despite the performance of Amazing 2, Fox remains one of the most in demand in Hollywood. Yeah, of course he does, because he's he's Spider-Man, or he's Jamie Foxx. So yeah, so this is a strange bit of story. It was weird enough that J.K. Simmons came back as J. Jonah Jameson. As much as we love J.K. Simmons as that role, I don't understand what's going on here. I love Jamie Foxx. I think he's an amazing actor. He has done some amazing roles in his lifetime. Soul, I'm looking forward to. He's the lead voice actor in that movie. But why is this like a cameo? Or are they doing like a into the Spider Verse situation where he's gonna be pulled from the Andrew Garfield? This is leading into more theories of, are the old Spider-Mans like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire coming back? I mean, what is going on here? Because you know, I shouldn't say I hate Amazing Spider-Man 2 because it's not the worst of the Spider-Mans. Spider-Man 3 is pretty up there as the worst Spider-Man movie of all time. But when you have somebody like Jamie Foxx, who was literally playing, I'm sorry, he was literally playing the Jim Carrey Batman Forever role, where he's a guy who's a super nerd that loves Batman or loves Spider-Man, for instance, and he gets like put down. He feels dejected and stuff like that. Look at Jim Carrey in Batman Forever. He was dejected and he went on a rampage to take down Batman and Bruce Wayne, and this is pretty similar to what Jamie Foxx was doing in Amazing Spider-Man 2. I just don't like the role that he was given. I think he would have been fine if they had actually taken some common sense into what they were doing with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and just gave him a character that was worth noting. I mean, it doesn't matter who plays the villain. It really doesn't. Just give them some common sense character arc and stuff like that. So when I see this particular story, I'm going, is what is going on here? What is the big play? Was this something that Kevin Feige really wanted to happen? Is there some thing behind the scenes? For instance, like Michael Keaton's going to be in Morbius at some point as the Vulture character, but I don't, I don't like this at all. I think they could do Electro much, much better. Or maybe they're giving him a second chance. Maybe, like I said, this feels like they're going to interdimensional stuff. It's going to bring in the wacky stuff that they've been talking about for Phase 4, with like interdimensional stuff with like Doctor Strange, and I don't know like how much farther. Like I said, there's like a couple more movies. I think Tom Holland's in line for like Avengers and Spider-Man and stuff like that. I think it's the last official canon Spider-Man for this universe. But I don't get it. Jamie Foxx is Electro. That's like, putting Topher Grace back in as Venom. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And I don't want to be like the negative Nelly, but Jamie Foxx in Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a terrible character. It was a terrible rendition of Electro. Electro is one of those great villains that are not like A tier level villains, but if you look at the Amazing Spider-Man ride that's over at Universal Studios, one of the best parts about that ride is the Electro moment where Electro comes out and with this big cable with power, and he shocks your, your vehicle. But he's no Doctor, Doctor Octopus or Green Goblin or something like that. So maybe they're trying to give him some level of respect. Maybe they're trying to redo everything they do. I agree. This is some strange meddling that we have no idea. There's no real official news on what he exactly is going to be doing in here. But like I said, if they're gonna have J.K. Simmons in this movie, and then they're bringing in Jamie Foxx, that's leading me into thinking they're doing some multiverse stuff with, like, Infinite Crisis style world. And I know Infinite Crisis is DC, but you know, it'd be kind of funny and ironic if the Thanos snap that happened during Phase 3 or whatever it was really affected every single Marvel movie ever invented. Like, you know, it's weird if you think about it. Maybe there are different multiverses had effects with the snap, and this is how they come back and play into it. But if they're gonna do this, they might as well bring back Wesley Snipes as Blade. I mean, I know Marshall Ali is gonna be in his Blade, and I think it's gonna be awesome. But Jamie Foxx, it's just, I don't know. Why don't you bring back Andrew Garfield? Why don't you bring back Emma Stone? Um, yeah, this is strange. I mean, I was one of the few people that actually really liked Jake Gyllenhaal as whatever the Mysterio character. I can't believe I forgot that. But we'll see what happens. This is my initial take on it. Like I said, I have no problems with Jamie Foxx ever being Electro. I just have a problem with his portrayal as Electro and what they gave him to do. But maybe this will give him a new light. I don't know. But yeah, that's my take on this story. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this story. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Do you think this is insane? We'll see when this comes out. When does this come out? November 5th, 2021. So next year. So they're gonna have to get going here quickly. There might be a chance it gets pushed back. I mean, November 5th is really close to the day of the Eternals. Actually, November 5th? Is that the same day as the Eternals, I think? Actually, let's look this up before I let you guys go. Eternals release date. Well, it's definitely not February 12th. November, it's the same day as Eternals, so something's going to happen. Either Eternals is going to get pushed or Spider-Man's going to get pushed forward. We'll see what happens, but yeah, pretty crazy story to talk about on Thursday, October 1st. I feel like this is a joke. I found out about this from the Young Folks Twitter page, and it was released on Hollywood Reporter. So maybe it's October 1st is April 1st. It's 6 months ago. So maybe it's April Fool's Day Redux. But anyways, let me know in the comments below what you think of this story. You think it's as crazy and weird and strange as I do. But otherwise, thank you so much for checking out my channel, checking out this story. If you like what you see on my channel, of course, hit that subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. If you like this video or any other video on this channel, we'll hit the like button as well as commenting below on any video to watch, including this one. See you guys on the next video. Peace out.